Hi, I'm Sue from Easy Fit in 10, and here is a 10-minute fit break using tubing. The different tubing, red is a medium weight, green is going to be a little lighter, blue is heavier. All right, so step onto your tube with your feet about shoulder distance apart. Make it tougher, bring your hands right up to your shoulders. 10 squats. Sit your hips back, stand on up. So your feet are about shoulder distance apart, maybe a little bit wider. Let your toes slightly turn out just a little bit and focus on your knees pressing out so that your knees stay lined up with your middle toe. One more. Now bring the handles in front of your hips and crisscross them, and then bring your hands to your hips. Side step, side to side. Right, left equals 1 rep. We're gonna do 10, so 10 sets. Double check your feet, that your toes are facing straight ahead, and you're pressing out with the side of your heels. 2 more sets. You should feel the work in your glutes. All right, now into a high pull. Chest up, elbows pull out and up. You might need to adjust the tension on the tube, the way you do that. Step your feet a little closer together. That's gonna make it easier. You also can uncross the handles. You wanna wiggle around a little bit so that the weight feels even on both arms. You should feel the work right in your shoulders, your deltoids. All right, that was 10. Uncross, and elbows in, chest up, bicep curls. And again, if this feels like it's a little too heavy, put 1 foot on the band and keep going. Elbows in, chest up. And try and keep your elbows a little bit in front of your hips, not back. 1 more. Okay, now I'm gonna put one end of the tube down, step my foot on about the middle of the band, my other leg's gonna step in front. I'm gonna bring that band behind my head. Press up and lower down. This is a tricep extension, so you're working the back of your arm. Both knees are bent, and I'm in a split stance. Palm is facing up. Let's get 3 more. You want to be working hard enough that you get a little burn in that tricep. Okay, let's switch sides. Now, if that position does not feel good on your shoulder, you can try an option. Anchor with that one hand and then press the opposite arm down. So that can be a little bit easier on the shoulder while still getting some good tricep work. And keep that arm glued to your side, so you're just moving from the elbow. Double check your wrist, that your wrist is staying straight. We'll get 1 more. All right, round 1 is done. Round 2, here we go. Step back on that band. Chest up. Bring those handles up to your shoulders, and 10 squats. Now, secret to a good squat. You want to feel as if you're sitting down in a chair and then standing on up. My chair is right behind me, so if I need to, I could actually use that and just sit down and stand up 10 times. Let's get last 2. Weight shifting back a little bit into the heels. Okay, now for our side step. Crisscross the handles. Handles come up chest level and side to side. A lot of times you'll hear these called monster walks or crab walks. Whatever, you can call it whatever you like. All I care about is that you feel your glutes working. So right at the side of your hip. 2 more sets. Okay, now into that high pull. Okay, double check that tension, that it feels equal on both arms. I can feel my right arm is working a little harder, so I'm going to step the left foot in a little bit and release that tension a bit. Okay, that's a little more even. Okay, last two. Elbows pull up and back. All right, right into biceps. Now I'm gonna uncross, elbows in at my sides, pull my hands up. So I'm keeping my chest open. So what that means is I'm keeping my shoulder blades pulling in towards my spine a little bit so I'm not rounding forward. I'm trying to correct my posture. And the way to do that, you gotta be working in as close to neutral spine as you can. One more. Okay, let's take it into those triceps. One foot right about the middle of the band, other foot steps in front, overhead press. Now the free arm, it can stay wherever's most comfortable. I wrap mine around my belly to help remind me to keep my abs pulled in. Okay, let's get 5 more. My upper arm is right close in towards my ear. My elbow is facing ahead. 2 more. Okay, let's switch sides. All right, try and step in about the same spot. And I'm gonna press. Now remember, if this option does not work for you, you can hold that band and do a 1-arm press. I'm trying to minimize any other movement, so I'm not moving from the shoulder, I'm just moving from the elbow, because that's what the tricep does. The tricep extends my elbow. 2 more. Okay, cool. All right, let's step on that band one more time. Feet shoulder distance. Bring those handles up, make it a little bit tougher. 10 squats. So really sit your hips as far back and down as you can while keeping your chest up. So you want to keep your gaze straight ahead. Make sure your knees are lining up with your middle toe and that your knees are not going out past your toes. Staying right about above your shoelaces. Okay, cool. Crisscross those handles. Bring the hands up right to your hips, chest up, side to side. Concentrate on pushing from the hip, from the outside of your hip. Knees are slightly bent, so you're in a half squat position. Toes a little turned in. And done. Yay. Chest up and even that out. Upright row. Elbows reach out. Focus more on those elbows reaching out as opposed to up. And that little squeeze right between the shoulder blades. And I'm trying to keep my neck and shoulders relaxed. 2 more. Okay, uncross those handles. Step my feet a little closer together. Chest up, elbows in, biceps. And if you need more resistance, step your feet further apart and cross those handles. I don't work my biceps very much, so this feels pretty good. I'm getting a burn. Last 2. Okay, I'm gonna drop one handle, step that other foot in front, bring it behind, and overhead tricep. So my knees are slightly bent so that my core has to work a little bit harder to stabilize me. When I lock my joints, the stabilization goes into my lower back. If I soften my joints, then those muscles that wrap around my spine have to work a little bit more. 1 more. Okay, let's switch sides. Footsteps on the band, other footsteps in front, and press up. So whenever you're doing any of these exercises, always remember to work at a level where the last 2 to 3 reps are feeling tough, but also where you're always able to maintain pretty decent form. Let's get 1 more. Okay, there we go. And that's our 10-minute fit break. shoulders, tris, and bis, a little bit of legs. So don't forget to subscribe to me, like this page, Easy Fit in 10. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook, and I'll keep you updated with my 10-minute workouts that you can do anywhere, anytime, especially if you're working from home. Have a great day.